What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Brodes. And I know that for my last podcast episode, I sat there and for 20 plus minutes, I took callers and I discussed what I thought about this Vikings game on Sunday at 6:40. Well, here I am again, and I want to talk about it again. I just want to hop on, rant, and discuss how I feel about this Birds game. Now, this is huge, but I think obviously at this point that the Birds are going to be able to get it done. When you got a line like we do over here with Fletcher Cox and that whole entire crew and Brandon Graham and all these players, Chris Long, and the environment that they're going to be playing in, this is no joke. I mean, these people in Minnesota on their news channel is calling us gangs. They said, it's going to be crazy over there. And it is. It's going to be nuts. And there's no way that Case Keenum is going to be able to go into Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field and be able to destroy this Eagle squad. There's just no way. And this underdog card that this locker room is embracing, there's just no way that I can see Case Keenum and this squad coming into Philadelphia and taking it from us. There's no way. There's no way. There's going to be a time where Nick Foles is going to have to make some plays for us in this football game. We're going to score 17 points. We're going to let up 10 or 13. We are going to win this football game. We are going to be able to run the football against this defense. You heard it. You heard me. We are going to be able to torch this defense with the slant, with the inside slot receiver. That is how we're going to be able to do this. Nelson Aguilar is going to be the player who ends up getting this game done for the Birds. Because when they do let up passing plays, that's the way to do it. You got to hit the slot guy. And Nelson's going to do it for us. Nick Foles is going to be able to manage this game enough to be able to hit Nelson in the slot. It's going to happen. I'm sitting here thinking, there is no way that Case Keenum is going to be able to torch this defense. Now, I know sometimes our cornerbacks struggle, and I get that, but there's just no way with the pressure that we are going to get to the quarterback that he's going to be able to have time to sit comfortably in the pocket. We're just a different beast defensively. 100%, and I know they are too. But I'm just so confident in this football team and this coaching staff. And it starts there with the coaching staff. Doug Peterson got snubbed with this whole not being coach of the year and it going to, what's his name, from L.A. I'm drawing a blank. Sean McVay. That's who it is. And in the beginning of the year, so many people called in and discussed with people here in Philadelphia that Doug Peterson is a stu-nod and I can't believe it. And we almost actually went with Ben McAdoo. This guy, Doug Peterson, has done an amazing job because you're talking about winning football games when you lose the MVP of the league, when you lose Carson Wentz. You're right, I said MVP of the league. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm so hype. It's going to happen. I can't believe I'm sitting here and I am that confident in this Minnesota Vikings game on Sunday to the point where I think we have a chance, a legitimate chance, to go to the Super Bowl and play either a Jaguars team who we could totally beat, no doubt about it, and also a New England Patriots team who, at this point, Tom Brady had stitches on his hands and is questionable to go, although we know it's Tom Brady and he's going to be able to go. It's getting hot with this Eagle scarf on. It's happening. I'm so ready to go. I personally don't know how I'm going to be able to handle myself. I'm going to be sitting 2 inches from the TV. All my friends are going to yell at me, although they don't care as much as I do, because I'm here at school and nobody's a diehard Philadelphia fan except for one other kid on my squad. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. I mean, it always is. I barely could have handled the Falcons' last drive there with Julio Jones and then Mills on the coverage. But I think we're going to have enough to get this done. There is no way that this coaching staff, now that I keep sitting here thinking about it, there is no way that this coaching staff won't be able to dial up a game plan that I am that confident in because it's worked. And we're talking about losing the MVP and getting by with Nick Foles, winning football games with him just managing. That's all it is him just managing. I think we're going to be able to get some runs. I really do. Now, I know they have the best run defense in the league, all that good stuff, but on the road, they're 8th in defense. 8th. They're not going to be able to handle 65,000 people with dog masks screaming the whole entire time. The atmosphere there is going to be way too much for the handle for somebody like Case Keenum. And these Viking fans that really think they have a chance to come into Philadelphia like it's an easy place to play is ridiculous. We are going to be on a whole nother level. We haven't seen the Super Bowl since 2004. We haven't won a Super Bowl. There is no way that these fans are just going to allow some team like the Minnesota Vikings, some average squad with a quarterback. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I have way more respect for them than just an average squad. I was just heated in the moment. But there's no way that this fan base is going to let a good football team come in here and try and knock us down without putting up our 100%. Now, if it comes into a huge dog fight and it comes down to the and it's a respect at the end, sure, that can happen too. But I'm walking in with confidence that this coaching staff is where it starts and they get the job done managing this game with perfection. Now, think about this. The last game against Atlanta Falcons, we were -2 in turnovers and still won the football game. -2. We clean that up, whole different ball game. We clean up those fumbles. It's a whole different ballgame. I could see Ajayi running through this defense if we keep feeding him. Blunt, give me 4 yards. And then get 4 more after you get hit. And you stay up. And you move the pile. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! And when it comes to the other side of the playing field between the AFC Jags and the New England Patriots, I mean, there's a possibility with the high that the Jags are rolling with. You know what I mean? Like just like the Minnesota Vikings game. Anything can happen, and that's why they play the game. Anything can happen. Jags defense is so legit. You know what I mean? So they can win the game. Obviously, the Patriots have more experience and Tom Brady and the best coaching staff ever. So there's more of a chance the Patriots are going to win at home. You got to think Foxborough, same exact situation as the Birds. It's going to be tough to walk in there and beat them. The Jags head coach Doug Marrone actually got some elementary school kids to give him the answers, and that's what these little kids all sent him from elementary school: how to beat Tom Brady. That's where we're at. That's where this coaching staff is at. Asking elementary school kids. That's how hard it's going to be. But I'm going to sit there and watch and relax and take deep breaths because it's the early game and I won't have to stress out yet. Just waiting for this Birds kickoff and see what they can do. See what can happen. That's why they play the game, right? That's exactly why they play the game. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for listening. Go Birds.